discuss how we do the budgets and forecast of your business. Budgeting and forecasting is very important for planning purposes. So let's look at what we are going to learn in the in this class. So first we will be learning why we do the budget forecast, what are the differences between operation and financial budget, components of budget, what is the process of budgeting, how we do the budgeting for revenue, labor cost, other expenses, and then we have at the end of then we have some do it together. We are going to do some part of the budgets. We are not going to do everything. Because this is a fundamental class, so I will be teaching you most of the fundamentals of how we are going to forecast the revenue and how we are forecasting the different type of expenses in hospitality and in general business scenario. So let's look at it now. So why we do the budget and forecast? There is a very famous saying of Benjamin Franklin: if you don't plan, you plan to fail. So the biggest purpose of doing a budget and forecasting is to plan your business. So what is the length of your plan? How much should be your length of plan? So the length of plan ideally is 1 year, which is in details, and then you still have to have a horizon for 3 to 5 years. So whenever you are doing a budgeting or you are doing a forecasting, so in the financial modeling class we would have learned that you need to do a budget, you need to do forecast your business or make a budget for your business for at least 3 to 5 years, so that you can have a longer horizon of your growth plans, of your horizon of your new initiatives, because not everything what you are planning now is going to give you a fruit in within few months. It may take time to develop the business. It may take time to buy the capital equipments. It may take time to arrange the fundings. So we never do the budget for only 1 year. We always do take a horizon for at least 3 to 5 years. So it serves as a guide in making marketing and operational decisions. So what kind of marketing you need, how you think it's gonna be effective, how you think what it should be producing, and it does act as so it reduces some kind of uncertainty. So what kind of operational decisions we are making, we are going to make. We cannot predict the future 100%. However, we certainly can estimate some part of it as a part of our budget, so that if we are ready with the scenarios, what if this happens, we're going to do this, what if this happens, we're going to do that. So this is how it reduces the uncertainty. Then because we have been making operational decisions, because we are planning for marketing decisions, so it's and then we are estimating what kind of result it should produce. So we are budgeting the revenue and expenses based on our operational decisions. So that serves as a yardstick in measuring the performance. So we are going to measure the actual performance against these budgeted numbers, so that we can understand how successful we were able to implement the operation and the marketing techniques. It also serves as a communication tool. So if the budget is communicated well, is prepared well, is broken down into deeper details by department, by line of expense, it will give a very detailed SOP, or you can call it a detailed breakdown of what we are going to do, what actions we're going to be taking by the management team, by the supervisor team, by the executive team. So it communicates very well until the end of the people who are going to make decisions, so that it can serve as a guide in making those decisions. It involves all levels. So budgeting is never done by finance. Budgeting is always done together with the operation, because the first thing in the budgeting we will learn later in our videos. First we do is a marketing budget. Then we prepare the operational activities around that marketing expected business. And then finally is the finance who is compiling all the activities, so that it can come up with the estimated number of profit or GOP or share price or whatever it is to come up. So it involves all the departments. So it has a level of accountability. So every department is accountable for performing their own functions, so that and then they have a measurement as well, so that they cannot deny in future that they were not accountable, the budget was not given to them, or budget was not prepared by them, or they didn't plan for this kind of activities. So it serves as a formal documentation as well. And then finally it helps to identify what are your strengths and weakness. During the process you are going to identify, you will be likely to identify strengths and weaknesses, because you have to plan what kind of strategic actions you are going to take. The strategic actions are always to uh, capitalize on your strength and optimize or reduce your weaknesses. So this is all about budgeting and forecasting. In the next slide we are going to look at the differences between the operation and financial budget. So what are the difference? What is a financial budget? The financial budget includes revenue budget, profit and loss statements, cash flow, balance sheet, for the this year and for the next few years. And then it also is always in sync with the operation budget, because it's guide and the guide, and it serves as a guide as well. If the operation plans would result in the achievement of your ultimate objective, what are your desired objective? If you want to achieve a market share in revenue, you want to achieve a profitability, you want to achieve the share prices. So if the operation, whatever the operations are going to plan, is it going to achieve that kind of objective or not? And it controls the flow of money, how you're going to spend your capex, how you're going to spend your operation, when are you going to do your marketing activities. So what is operation budget? So operation, it does budget for operating statistics. So which is for hotel is occupancy rates, how much, what is the level of manpower, how much resources I'm gonna have, what kind of marketing activities I'm going to do, what kind of capital expenditure I'm going to do, what I'm going to do about delighting the guest, what I am be doing for training my staff, what will be my preventive maintenance plans or repair plans, or all kind of different aspects of the business. And it serves as a guide in making a financial budget, because without this operation budget you cannot make a finance budget, because you have no idea what we are going to do, right? So that's about the operation budget. In the next video we are going to discuss the process.